Hello Libras, how are you? I hope you are doing well. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Nina or Sinfulpluto. And if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for joining me today for this wonderful experience. I really hope you enjoy your stay and enjoy the following message. I hope it resonates with you and you're able to take something away from it. This week, Libra, we're going to be going over what you should be expecting for the upcoming week of July 29th. All right, this is going to apply to Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Sidereal and Tropical. If you like the video, let me know in the comments down below. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share. Share with your friends, and if this resonates with you and if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at sinfulpluto.com. You can also find me on social media on Twitter and Instagram at Sinfulpluto. Alright, so let's get started, yeah? Alrighty, so Libra, what is in store for you for the week of July 29th? What is in store for Libra the week of July 29th? What is in store for Libra the week of July 29th? By the way, I'm using the Santa Muerte tarot deck. I'm so in love with it. I got it for my birthday. And I'm so happy I got it. Alrighty, let's see. Oh, there we go. Alright, we have an Emperor, so you can be dealing with an Aries. I also have the Ace of Cups. So this can signify a few things. This can signify that you are not feeling very emotionally fulfilled. You feel as though your cup is empty. This could be in relation to an Emperor in your life, an Aries in your life, or someone who is some sort of authority figure. It could be like a father figure even. That you don't have that great of a relationship. I also have the Page of Cups, so you could be dealing with a Pisces, and I also have the Ten of Cups, so we have emotional fulfillment. Interesting. So the first thought that comes to mind is that some of you aren't happy in a relationship with an Aries, if you are in a relationship, and it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be like a friendship, a partnership, like a business partnership. This could be a work relationship, whatever it is. The Ace of Cups signifies a lack of emotional fulfillment for whatever reason this is. It can be that you're just not happy. Maybe this Aries in your life just isn't really hitting the spot. Maybe this Aries just isn't giving you what you need emotionally. Maybe they're just a little bit too focused on themselves. Maybe they are great at protecting you. Maybe they're great at physically providing for you, but emotionally it's a completely different scenario. And I feel that you need something, you need someone, or you need something that is just a lot more emotionally fulfilling. You need something that is emotionally stable. And with this Page of Cups, it feels to me that you have a dream of what your perfect relationship is. You have an ideal of what your perfect relationship is. And I feel that for some of you, maybe you just have really high standards. Maybe, and I'm not saying that in a demeaning way. I'm not saying that you shouldn't not, I'm not saying that you should not have high standards. I'm just saying that sometimes people tend to have unrealistic standards because we tend to have a fantasy, and we get carried away in our fantasies. We get carried away in our idealism. And so I feel that for some of you, it could just be that you have really unrealistically high standards for this Aries in your life, and it's almost like you want them to be this knight in shining armor, and that's fine, but we also have to remember that not everything is a fantasy, okay? We have to remain grounded, I think, and just be a little bit more realistic. Yes, it's good to have, your dreams and your ideals. Yes, it's good to have standards, absolutely, but if it's getting to the point where every single relationship that you're in is just not emotionally satisfying because you feel that they cannot live out the fantasy or the ideal that you have, then it might be time to reevaluate exactly what you want in a relationship and what you expect from someone in a relationship. For some of you, it could be that maybe there's an Aries who is kind of, I don't want to say holding you back, but you're just not happy with something. And I feel like maybe this person just isn't encouraging you in whatever dream that you might have with this Page of Cups. And I feel like there's something that you want here. There's something that you want. And I have the Ten of Cups, which is like emotional stability. This is also family. So you could be dealing with like a father figure or a paternal figure, or just someone who has like a very great importance in your life. Someone who, they could be possibly older than you. But I feel like with this Page of Cups, they kind of see you as really young and immature, or just someone very idealistic. And I feel that your dream is to have a home that is very emotionally fulfilling. You want an emotionally stable home. And I feel that for some of you, maybe this Aries or whoever this is doesn't think that that is attainable for you, or that you're just being realistic. It could also be that for some of you, maybe you're daydreaming about an Aries, or maybe you're jealous of a relationship that someone is in your life. That could be in relation to an Aries. But with the Ace of Cups reversed, this can also signify superficiality or jealousy. So I feel that for some of you, maybe you're just in a superficial relationship with an Aries because you feel that they can give you everything, and you think that they can make your dreams come true and that they can make everything come true. But I feel like this is all a fantasy. It's not really all that realistic. It's very emotionally charged because, there's a lot of cup cards. And then we have, the Emperor. So that could be one thing where, I feel like some of you are really trying to make this dream life work. And it's not really working out in your favor. Because the relationship is just superficial. It's all based on like physical things. It's almost like you don't even know much about this person. You just want them to live out this fantasy in your mind. In which case, it's a little bit selfish because you don't even know who this person is, and you're in a relationship with someone who probably doesn't even know you, and you don't even know them. It's like there's a lack of connection here. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is like calculation to me. This is like calculation, or just being more patient, being a lot more, I need to be more grounded. It's patience, it's consistency. So I feel that maybe this is something that you just need to nurture a lot more. Yeah, I have the Two of Cups reversed, and then I have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So this is like an unfulfilling relationship. There's like unfinished business in this relationship, or like you're not learning your lessons in this relationship. Like it's not harmonious. I feel like you're just not on the same page. You're just not seeing eye to eye. So I want to clarify this Ace of Cups reverse. So what does this mean? Can you clarify the Ace of Cups reverse, please? Can you clarify the Ace of Cups reverse, please? So it could feel that for some of you, it's like a love drought. Like it just doesn't feel like whatever you're in, it just feels like you're missing out on a really great relationship or something, or it's just maybe someone is like holding out on you, if that kind of makes sense. So we have the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Wands. So I feel that a lot of you are coming through as a Queen of Cups, very nurturing, very intuitive, very motherly. And I feel that, look, so if you look here, the Queen is offering a heart, right? They're offering her love, her intuition, whatever it is. And with the Eight of Wands, this is rapid change. This is action. This is like very rapid action, like very quick action. And I feel that with this Ace of Cups, I feel that some of you might have rushed into a relationship with an Emperor. With an Aries, you might have rushed into something, and now you're kind of realizing that it's just not emotionally fulfilling. Okay, so this is like a very Libran of you, because I know that Libras, okay. So for Libras, from what I've noticed, Libras are very idealistic, whether or not they want to admit it. From what I've seen, they really have an ideal or an idea of what they want. Like they want to live a very traditional kind of like happily ever after. And they want to have like the white picket fence. They want to have a very like traditional lifestyle or partner or just family. Like I've seen like a lot of Libras try to settle down very early because they feel that they've met the one, They go through these phases where they really feel like they meet the one, and it's based off of superficial things. They don't even know the person that well, and they think that they've fallen in love, and then like after a month or two they're like, wow, I'm really not in love with this person, and then they become passive aggressive or try to find a way to passively leave the relationship without them having to actually confront it. This is just like from what I've noticed in people throughout my life. So I feel like that's what happened with you, where you really tried to rush into a relationship and it was based off of superficial feelings. It was based off of like love at first sight, but it really wasn't love at first sight. It was just a person who was really attractive to you. And they had some really nice traits about them, but you didn't really actually get to know this person. And I feel like that worked to your detriment, if that kind of makes sense. And so now you're in this situation where you're just not really, you're not emotionally fulfilled, I feel like, because you gave your heart away too quickly. You rushed into it way too quickly. And so now it kind of just feels like everything is kind of against you. With the Seven of Wands, it just feels like you're kind of you're going through like a little bit of like opposition. It could just be that people might not be approving of the relationship, but then I also have the Wheel of Fortune. I have the Wheel of Fortune reversed again. That was here at the top. And so with the Seven of Wands, it just feels like this relationship wasn't really meant to be. The Wheel of Fortune isn't really working in your favor, and I feel like they're trying to push you apart so that you can actually go ahead and learn the lesson that you need to learn. And I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, it's like you're repeating old patterns. You're repeating the same cycle over and over, and you're going to continue repeating that cycle until you finally learn what it is that you need to learn, which is patience and getting to know someone before you just jump into something, head first. Because I feel like that's what's going on, is that a lot of you really like jumped the gun on this situation, and so now you're like in a relationship where it just doesn't feel very happy. It doesn't feel very fulfilling. Yeah, no, I don't like this. So let's go into this Emperor. So who is this Emperor? What are their intentions? How do they feel for you? What's going on with this Emperor here? So can we clarify on this Emperor? Alrighty, we got a card. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. So yeah, we have Judgment reversed. This, for some of you, this could be a person that you know. This is someone that you have gone back to multiple times. For some, like I said, the cycle keeps on repeating itself. So for some of you, this is like a relationship that is very hot and cold, that is very on and off. This time around, it just seems that it's on. But you're not happy in it because like it's the same thing over and over. It's like both of you say, oh, I've changed, I've done this, I've done that, I'm a better person now. But then you go into the relationship and you get, or you kind of say all these things, you say all of these sweet things, you feed each other honey, and then you get into the relationship and then you realize like, oh, like I'm not happy. I don't even like this type of honey. I don't even like this. So with the Judgment card reverse, it's like you're repeating old cycles. The past is being repeated. And it's going to continue being repeated until you finally learn your lesson, until you finally do something different to pull yourself out of this cycle. And I get it that you guys I feel that you do have good intentions, because you just want to be happy. You want to live a happy life. You dream of just an emotionally stable life, right? This is your dream. Just something emotionally stable, something beautiful, something very emotionally fulfilling. But you keep finding yourself in these emotionally unfulfilling relationships because you're jumping the gun, because you're not getting to know the person, because you're going back to the same person, whatever it is. And so there's a conflict here. I mean, look. Judgment reversed. Five of Wands, which is a conflict, and then the Two of Cups reversed. This to me is like arguments. This to me is conflict in a relationship. This is like you guys continuing to argue over the same things over and over. So it's like nothing has changed, no matter how much you try to convince yourself that they have changed. This person hasn't changed, no matter how much they try to convince you that they have changed. I feel like they still kind of like trigger you in some sort of way with this Five of Wands, or they know how to push your buttons, and they continue to do that. They continue to do the same things that they do to you every single time, or that both of you do it, because it's a two-way street. And so it's a disharmonious relationship, where I feel that someone is giving more than the other person, and something along those lines, where it's just, you're just not good for one another. If this is like a relationship, like a romantic relationship, I just feel like you're not good for each other. You're really like not. So with this Ace of Swords, I feel like this just has to cut off. You finally have to cut the cord. You have to move forward and do your own thing. Because it's just not working out in your favor. It's just not working out. So the Ace of Swords is telling me, like, you need to cut them off. You absolutely need to cut them off. You absolutely have to. Because it's just not serving you. And the patterns have just keep on being repeated. Seriously. This is all repeated behavior. So, let's see. Yeah. So we have the Page of Wands and the Six of Swords reversed. So the Page of Wands to me is communication. Like, you're still trying to talk to this person. You're having a hard time leaving them with the Six of Swords reversed. You're having a hard time transitioning and moving forward because there's still stuff. Like, to me, it seems like, oh, I haven't had closure yet. They haven't given me closure yet. So you're still clinging onto them, like, hoping for closure. But how, like, is closure truly that important that you're going to continue over the same cycle over and over again because of closure that you can literally just give yourself, which is, yes, a little bit harder to do, and it takes more time to heal, but are you truly willing to cling on to something just for something that you can give to yourself, one way or another that you can give to yourself? It just feels like you're making up excuses to not let go of this person, and I feel that there's just... You have to let go of the emotional baggage that you have and surrounding the situation. And I feel like you keep on coming back to this person because you're used to the chaos, you're used to the conflict, you're used to the arguments or whatever it is that you guys are having, right? Like, you're used to the conflict, and so you keep on going back to this person and with the excuse that, oh, I need closure. But when you say that when you go back to this person asking for closure, it seems that it always leads back to the same cycle. It always leads back to them apologizing, telling you everything that you want to hear, and then you get back together. And I feel like this is a really vicious cycle, and it just absolutely has to end. But you have to take the initiative to do so. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune reversed. There's a feeling of a lack of closure. There's a lack of closure here. And here, Eight of Pentacles, right? You're putting in all of this effort to make things work out. You're not moving forward. Chariot reversed. You could also be dealing with the Cancer. You're not moving forward because you think that everything is going to fix itself, that this person is going to change, that you're going to change, that everything is going to be fine. But time has proven, this has proven time and time again that things are just not going to work out, or they're not going to work out, at least right now, because the absolute same thing keeps on repeating itself. And you have to ask yourself, why is it happening this way? Why is the cycle repeating itself? Well, you keep going back to the same person. You keep going back in hopes for closure, or in hopes that you're going to be able to work out everything, or in hopes that this person is going to change, but they're not. And you have to realize that in order for change to happen, you have to leave the situation behind and just let it go. And maybe for some people, maybe that will be the trigger that makes the person actually change and genuinely apologize and genuinely change for the better. For others, that might not happen, but you cannot have any sort of expectation that they will. You just have to let go of what is holding you back, because this person looks like a hindrance to you. And so with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, I just really want to remind you that you can find closure on your own. Yes, it's going to take a little bit more time. Yes, it's going to, it's going to hurt a little bit, but you cannot depend on this person to give you closure, because then you're giving them power over you, and you don't want someone to have power over you. You never want to give someone else you never want to give someone power over you, ever. And with the Eight of Pentacles reversed, it's like you're repeating the same old cycles, and your work is being unacknowledged. It's not being recognized. You're not being rewarded for your behavior. You're not being rewarded for all of the things that you're doing, like bending your back over, so hard, and so like just doing all of these acrobatic tricks, hoping that what you do will get them to change or whatever it is, but it's not working out. So you need to give yourself a break. You need to stop doing all of these things to try to impress someone or to try to get them back or whatever it is, because they don't care. Like, they really don't. With the Chariot reverse, you just need to move forward. You need to stop going back to the same old life, the same old things. You have to move on to your own. Listen, it is Leo season. It is almost the end of hot girl summer. Take advantage of your hot girl summer or your hot boy summer or whatever. Take advantage of hot girl summer so you can do your own thing. You can be your own person. You can be single. You can have fun. Do whatever it is that you want to do. Don't focus on some person who is not giving you the same energy and hasn't been giving you the same energy for a very long time. If they're not checking for you, why are you checking for them? I tweeted this the other day. If they're not putting in the same effort, if they don't truly care, why are you still here? Why? Because then at that point, you're choosing to be in a situation that you're not happy in. If you have the choice to leave, and everything will be fine. If you have the choice to leave without being hurt or anything, and physically hurt or something, what's holding you back? That you love them? Okay. There are other people that you can love. There are other people that you're going to meet in the future. This person isn't the end all be all. It's absolutely not the end all be all. A lot of you, okay, a lot of the people that follow me are in high school, in their 20s, early 30s, maybe even. You're in the beginning stages of your life, and you think that this one person who is not giving you the time of day is the one meant for you? No, honey. No. Absolutely not. There's more to life than just this one person. There's absolutely more to life than this one person, and I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but I think that a lot of you really need to ground yourself again and to stop getting so caught up in your idealizations, because everyone likes to pin that on Pisces, but I know how Libras are. I absolutely know how Libras are. I've been surrounded by them my whole entire life. And I've observed them over the years, and I feel that a lot of people have done this. A lot of Libra placements have done this. So, take that for what it is. Take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. I'm going to go ahead and use my Spirit Animal Oracle, and then I'm going to go into some affirmations for you guys. So what does Libra need to hear right now? What does Libra need to hear right now? Alright. What message does Libra need at this time? What message does Libra need for the week of July 29th? Freedom is yours. I'm not even going to explain that to you, because you know. Alright. A rebirth is assured, right? And then we have transformation is beautiful. You are undergoing an incredibly transformative time in your life right now. The stuff that you're going through right now, you're not going to be... Honestly, I can say that for many of you, you're not going to be even thinking about what is going now a year from now, 6 months from now. This isn't going to be a situation that you're going to be worried about 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. This isn't a situation that is beneficial to you. So it's important that you just let go and you just allow yourself to evolve and allow yourself to finally just go through this judgment moment, because it was reversed, right? I need you to go through this judgment moment. I need you to change your behavior, to change your actions so that you can evolve as a human being, so that you can evolve into your life purpose, into whatever it is that you want to do, okay? I need you to evolve and stop remaining in this stagnant energy and repeating old cycles, okay? I need you to stop convincing yourself that this person is the one because you have a history, okay? Just because you have a history doesn't mean you have to stick around forever. So I think that this is all saying there are huge changes coming your way, and you can either accept them or you can stay in the same old messy, grimy energy that you've been in for a while. It's up to you. It's up to you to make the decision. Do you want to be a butterfly, or do you want to be, I don't know, like an ugly little bug? Like, do you want to be a butterfly? Do you want to fly free? Do you want to have these beautiful wings and explore the world? Or do you just want to be a caterpillar who just eats leaves and stays on the ground and doesn't explore much, just stays on the one tree? So it's up to you. It's up to you how you want to decide to go about the situation. With these two cards, I feel like it's very obvious that a lot of changes are coming this way. I mean, we have Master number 11 and we have 5. Number 5 is all about changes. All about changes. And changes are coming your way. Absolutely. They're coming your way. It's a matter of whether you want to accept them or reject them. So that's what I have for you. And I have freedom. Yeah, freedom is yours, so I'm not even going to bother explaining that. And then we have life is speeding up. Life is speeding up. Yo, time isn't going to wait for you. Life isn't going to wait for you. You can stay in the past and be there forever, or you can do whatever the hell you want to do. Like, you can stay in the past. You can stay in history. You can remain in this history that you're so, like, you're so pressed in being in. Or you can go with time. You can move into the present. You can move into the future and create a better life for yourself. And I feel that once you do that, once you move along with time, once you go through with the rebirth, look, we have sweet results await. I feel like the answer is just very obvious. It's just a matter of whether or not you want to take the advice or not. So that's what I have for you, Libra. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know if it resonates. I would love to hear your feedback in the comments down below. I love to interact with you guys and see what you have to say. So, yeah, boy. If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends, your family, your neighbor, your dog. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification if you so desire. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at Sinfulpluto.com. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at Sinfulpluto. Okay? That is it. I'm done. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Love you. Bye.